By learning to make this cone, you'll be able to combine it with other shapes to make more complex things. You will also be able to use cones for larger projects like the example I have here of the angel. When you start this project, start with a large felting needle and work to a smaller felting needle as you need to. The wool quantities and colours in the materials list are only a rough guide. Use what you like. Take your wool and flatten it out into a semicircle with one side flat and the other side curved. If you need to, lightly tack in some of your wool with your needle to make it more curved. Next, take the centre of the flat edge and one curved edge and roll it towards the middle. Then do the same with the other side. This creates your initial cone shape. Now you have to needle felt down the centre just to tack it together, so hold it in place. We start to needle felt all over the cone. I'm concentrating mainly at the thin end of the cone for the moment. Make sure you felt all around all sides of the cone. Technically, of course, cones don't have sides, but you get my drift. Now we've got some structure to the cone, we need to start working on the base of the cone. You can fold in the wool and then start to use your needle to felt to create the base. Keep working on your base until you've created a flat, firm surface. You may need to also felt around the edges of the cone at the same time. Keep tucking and using your needle. The idea is that you want the base to be wider than the top, so you're working in towards the top of your cone. Once your cone base is reasonably flat, continue working up and down the sides of the cone and the flat part of the cone to compact all the wool even further and make a nice tight firm cone. Gently use your needle and carefully press it into the narrow end of your cone to tighten up the top. This isn't 100% necessary, but I think it makes a tighter, neater cone shape. If you need to, you can drop down a needle size. You can tell if you need to do this because you'll start feeling resistance in the needle and the needle will start crunching into the wool and you can hear it. As you're felting and your cone is taking shape, stop occasionally to check how firm your cone actually is. Just gently squeeze the edges, and once you're happy with how firm it is, you're then ready to stop felting. Cones like this are an important basic skill within needle felting, because you can use them as parts of whole bigger projects or as bigger projects in themselves. If you're interested in more projects or want to support this channel, please remember to subscribe below. Thank you. Also check that you are happy with the shape of your cone. I'm not very happy with the shape of this cone, it's too long and narrow. So I tear off a small piece of extra wool and attach it to the cone and felt it in. If you do this, you need to make sure that the new part of the wool is felted firmly into the old part of the wool so that it's not loose. If you've got any questions, if you write them in the comment section and I'll get back to you.